We're ready to start installing the internal corners now. Note again, this bottom edge has to match with the bottom edge of the first corner we put on and the one we've just done. So we're going to have to trim this bottom edge so that we get it lapping in at the bottom. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so to mark out the internal corner, we obviously have to stick the flat sheet on top of the corner. Push down that again. This is the edge that's going to run along the bottom of that long wall there. And then we just mark it off here. And then, as we've done before, transfer it to the other side with the square or with the sheet, and then we can trim that and fit the first one. Okay, I've trimmed the bottom of this one now, and you'll see that I've trimmed it so that the bottom of that sheet matches the bottom there, and this bottom here matches the first corner we did. I need to explain about the batten positioning for an internal corner. The battens are positioned so that when we put the flat sheets on, the join lands roughly halfway across that batten. So the exact position is going to depend on the width and the thickness of the battens that you use. But the profile is 17 millimeters roughly, and we're using 35mm battens that are 70mm across. So I've been able to use another piece of this 70 by 35 as a spacer in the corner to position these battens. Just like I did on the external corners, I'm going to put the screw fixings to hold the corners in place 10 millimeters from this outside edge of the batten, and then they won't interfere with the screw fixings for the flat sheets later. I'm just going to work out where to position the screws to hold these in place. So I'll put the tape measure up against the peak on the opposite side of the bend. I can see that the outside edge lands at 85 millimeters. So I'm going to put my screw fixing holes at 75 millimeters, and then I'm going to mark off every second valley from the top and bottom, and put my pilot holes in there. I'm about to screw off the first of these internal corner sheets. I'm just using the toe flashing again as a reference, so I can sit it on the toe flashing, and then you need to push it up hard against both of the timber battens behind, and then you can fix it off. I'm going to fix both bottoms first, both sides at the bottom first, and then move up to the top. Just want to point out something that happens with these internal corners. Sometimes they don't match very well, so you can see that this top sheet is sitting out. You can bend that a little bit, but we can also fix that temporarily with a rivet so that it's held in place a little bit better for when we come back and put the flat sheet on later. So to do that, all I do is put a clamp on this to pull it together, and then put a rivet in here. And that'll just hold it all in position. When you're working with short pieces and you can only get 2 screws in like this, sometimes it's difficult to get both edges to match up. So I already have a rivet on the left here. I'm going to put a clamp on here and a rivet on the right as well, to get a better connection before we move on to the straight sheets. And that matches quite nicely now. All 3 corners have been installed now. We can install the flat sheets.